Hey, buddy, are you interested in the faith of Norse Paganism? Thank the gods that we don't have to live in the shadows anymore. Are you ready to find out about one of the most fascinating ancient belief systems? To explore the rich history, mythology, and spirituality of the ancient Vikings? Now, if you watched any recent Marvel movies, I'm sure you know who Thor, Odin, and Loki are. But do you know the real story of these gods and the beliefs that shaped the Norse culture? This is the faith system that I follow, and being that I live in the northeast section of Philadelphia, I guess you could call me a modern Viking. To live by the lessons taught and the information of my experience that I have learned in the text that I'm about to review. In my humble opinion, these three things are the foundation of this ancient belief system and my spirituality. Make sure to watch to the end for what I believe is the most important text in the faith, because this is Savage Skilletz.
Savage Skilletz.
The first text that we're going to discuss is the ancient HAVAMAL, also known as the Words of the High One. This is a collection of Old Norse poems that form a central part of the Norse Edda, one of the most important sources of Norse mythology and wisdom. The HAVAMAL consists of advice, wisdom, and guidance for living a good life, and it covers topics such as ethics, morality, hospitality, and the role of the individual in a larger society. The HAVAMAL is a beautiful example of the oral traditions passed down from generations of Scandinavians that was so important to the ancient Norse people, and it contains timeless truths that are still relevant today. A collection of old oral Norse poems that were written down in the 13th century. Scholars believe that the name HAVAMAL translates to sayings of the High One and is attributed to one of the main gods, Odin, better known as the All-Father. It is a collection of wisdom verses. The HAVAMAL covers a wide range of subjects, including advice on how to live a good life, the nature of wisdom, and the dangers of boasting. If you're interested in purchasing your own HAVAMAL study guide, check the first link in the description down below. But wait till the end of the video. Many of the verses in the poem contain saying and practical advice that is still relevant today. It's better to live one day as a lion than 1,000 years as a sheep. And moderation in all things is the best policy. Some of the most famous excerpts in the HAVAMAL include the Counsel or Words of Odin the High, which gives advice on how to live a wise and virtuous life. The Rune poem, which describes the magical properties of the Norse runes. It is a powerful testament to the depth and richness of Norse spirituality, and it is a source of inspirational wisdom for modern-day pagans, many of which were written in runes, an early form of writing used by the Norse culture and other Germanic peoples in Northern Europe. The next important aspect that we're going to cover is the Norse runes. It's the ancient alphabet of the Norse people. The runes were more than just a writing system. They were a tool of divination, magic, and communication with the gods. The Norse runes are a powerful symbol of Viking spirituality, and they played a central role in the daily lives of the Norse people. Each rune had its own name, meaning, and symbolism, and were used for a variety of purposes, including inscribing messages on stone, making predictions about the future, and casting magical spells. The name rune comes from the Norse word ruin, which means secret or mystery. The runic alphabet was made up of 24 characters, each with its own name and symbolism. Some represented the letters of an alphabet, while others had special meanings and were used as magical symbols. The shape of the runes were often easy and simple to inscribe, making them ideal for scratching in stone for longevity and preservation. They were an important part of Norse culture and were associated with magic, mystery, and wisdom. Many believe that the runes held divine secrets and can even reveal the will of the gods. In addition to their magical properties, the runes were used to write poetry and prose. As mentioned earlier, the HAVAMAL is one of the most important and famous examples of poetry written in runic language. Today, the Norse runes continue to be of interest to scholars and enthusiasts of Norse culture alike. Many people like me also study the runes for divination and spiritual purposes as part of a modern Norse pagan practice. The legacy of the Norse runes lives on as a fascinating history of Northern European culture. If you would like to purchase a set of runes with a runic study guide, click the second link in the description below. But wait till the end of the video. I need you to help me with the algorithm. The Norse runes continue to be of interest to scholars and modern-day practitioners of the Norse pagan faith. They offer a powerful tool for personal growth and self-discovery. Whether you're looking to deepen your connection with the gods, find guidance or wisdom, or simply explore the rich heritage of the Norse people, the runes are an essential part of this journey. The last topic in this video that we're going to cover is the Poetic Edda, also known as the Edda. This is a collection of Old Norse poems that tell the story of the gods, heroes, and the creation of the world. It is one of the most important sources of the Norse mythology. and it provides us with a glimpse into the beliefs, values, and customs of the ancient Norse people. The poems in the Poetic Edda are rich in symbolism and meaning, and they offer a unique window into the lives of the ancient culture. This, in my opinion, is the most important text to learning the Norse paganism faith. It is a collection of poems and prose that were written in Iceland between the 9th and 13th century AD. It is one of the primary sources of the Norse mythos and contains some of the best known tales of the gods, goddesses, and the heroes. Some of the most famous poems in the Edda include the Voluspa, which tells the story of the creation of the world and the fate of the gods. The HAVAMAL, as mentioned earlier in this video, which is a collection of wisdom and moral maxims. And the Grismanal, which tells the story of the journey of Odin to the underworld. These poems were passed down for generations orally before they were eventually written down. They reflect a rich tradition of storytelling and oral poetry. They are notable for complex and intricate use of alliteration, as well as their imaginative and vivid description of the imagery. It is an important source of information about the beliefs and values of the ancient Norse people. It provides an insight into the worldview of the ancient Scandinavians and their attitudes towards death, heroism, and the nature of life itself. It has been a source of inspiration for generations of poets, writers, and artists. It continues to be widely studied by scholars and enthusiasts of Norse mythology. Whether one is interested in the historical and cultural context of the ancient Norse world, or simply in the imaginative and captivating stories of the gods and heroes, the Poetic Edda is an essential text that offers a glimpse into the fascinating and enduring cultural legacy. If you're interested in purchasing your own copy of the Poetic Edda, check the third link in the description. Well, once again, wait till the end of the video. I need your help with the algorithm. The poems also contain references to Norse mythological legend, as well as explanations of the natural world, nature, and its cycles. It is a window into the belief systems of the ancient Norse culture, and is considered one of the most important works of Old Norse literature. In addition to its historical and cultural significance, it continues to be a source of inspiration for modern readers. Its enduring popularity is a testament to the timeless wisdom contained in its verses. And that, my brothers and sisters, brings us to the end of the video on the start of your spiritual journey into Norse paganism. If you like the content that we're putting out, smash that subscribe button right now. Give that like button a little tappy. And if you're hungry for something, check out this video right here. I'm Jason. I'm the man with the pan. This is Savage Skilletz.